Welcome, everybody. If you have your cell phone, please turn them silent or off. Thank you. I now call the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for Tuesday, July the 2nd to order. If y'all will please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I get a motion to excuse Commissioner Hall for tonight?
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Montgomery, second by Commissioner Sherwood. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. I need a motion to approve the regular agenda.
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Levin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Mamay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Well, it gives me great honor tonight. I'm glad everybody came. Our Lady Cougars at South Brunswick High won the state championship this year. I followed y'all's tournament as y'all went through it, and it was a very, very good season y'all had, and I'm here to say congratulations. A job well done. When you play together as a team, you win as a team, and y'all did an outstanding job, and we thank you very much. Does any of my commissioners have anything they'd like to say?
Very proud. Very proud.
And as a former Cougar, we never won any state championships. We came close, but never won any.
This is a proclamation by the Board of Commissioners and myself. Whereas South Brunswick High School Lady Cougars recently won the North Carolina High School Athletic Association 3A State Softball Championship. And whereas the Lady Cougars swept Kings Mountain 2-0 in a 2-0 and 2-1. Whereas the Lady Cougars finished the season with a record of 27-4. Whereas the citizens of Bowling Spring Lakes and the fans of Cougar softball are proud of the accomplishments of the Lady Cougars softball team. And whereas the Board of Commissioners of the City of Bowling Spring Lakes commend the Lady Cougars for their teamwork, athleticism, and grace in the sport of softball, and congratulate them for the well-earned win. And therefore, I, Mayor Jeff Weinkoff of the City of Bowling Spring Lakes, do recognize this day, July 2nd, 2024, as Lady Cougars Championship Day. Kina?
Yes, sir.
Kina won Pitcher of the Year for the Athletic Association. Y'all can have the front row.
Oh my gosh.
They deserve it.
Thank you, John. One more.
That's always the fun part of me, is when you got success in our community like that. Job well earned. Okay, public comments. Barbara Snyder.
There's somewhere near hear me. Is that good? Looked like it was aimed at my head. Anyhow, I'm 894 Cambridge Road. I came here tonight because I wanted to talk about burn permits. The conditions around a burn permit are 30 feet away from any structure or combustibles. You have to have pressurized hose, and you have to make sure the fire's out. Well, what happens if you get your burn permit? You get that online, so nobody's going to stop you or talk about the conditions. What happens if you get the permit, you don't tend the fire, you leave it unattended, you're very close to buildings, you don't have the room to burn, and you do over $30,000 worth of damage to your neighbor's property? Is there a penalty? Or does somebody even go over and tell you, you cannot burn here? I'm not looking for they're my neighbors. I'm not looking to get them punished. I just want someone from the city to go over there and say, your yard is too small, you are not allowed to burn here. I don't know. But the police came by and they said, oh, we'll just call 911. Well, what if I'm not home? I may come home to no house. They burned down my building where I do my business, so I'm out of work for a while. They have no insurance. Fortunately, I do. So didn't come here looking to have somebody punished for this. I just want, I've talked to the commissioners several times about, you all do a great job working on laws, regulations, and you put a lot of thought into when you put these on the books. But if you don't follow up, and then they're words on paper. It doesn't mean anything. So that's just what I'm asking. I'm asking if somebody I sent something to code enforcement because the fire department told me to contact them. I haven't heard. They might be busy, I understand. The fire department said, well, we could go talk to them, but didn't offer to do so. So I'm not getting anywhere with this. So I thought maybe I could just put it out there and you guys could talk about it. And
I've already put stuff in motion for it.
yeah, well,
You talked to me and
no,
it's underway.
He's the burn barrel out there now, which means he intends to continue.
I realize that. I went as soon as I talked to you and things are in motion.
I know you did.
So
And I
I'm
appreciate
just letting you know, we are on it.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say it publicly, and thank you.
Thank you for letting us know. Shannon Van Doon, Karen?
Hello. Two things that I wanted to mention. One, I see that there's something new on the agenda of traffic enforcement for designated trucks. Thank you for that. I appreciate that you're hearing our concerns as citizens for the deterioration of our roads. And I know that I've talked to you specifically and gave you intersections where our roads are literally falling away, where they're taking those corners and witnessing accidents. So I appreciate that there's activity there. It does look like here that you're attentive to 2 roads, Alton Lennon and 50 Lakes roads. Are there more, at least as I read this, and perhaps I'm reading it wrong, are there other roads that we're looking at for discouraging the 15-ton and more trucks other than those roads as you're proposing that? And where are we at on that proposal? Is it just an idea? Is it an execution plan now? My second concern is more a question. As I look back on the meeting minutes, it appears that you put our name and our addresses on the meeting minutes, and I'm curious why our addresses have to be on there. We're running into a volatile season with the election committee. I'm not entirely sure that I really like my address. I want to be involved in this community. I want to invest in you, and I want to invest in where we live. Not super excited that you put my name and my address in print. So I'm just curious why that happens, and if that's something that perhaps we can do without on the meeting minutes. Question mark. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have signed up for tonight. Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
I have a motion by Commissioner Sherwood, second by Commissioner Lovin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, committee and board reports, BSL Fire and Rescue.
Good evening. I think I just broke it. Step back.
No, step forward. Yes, there you go.
All right, so I don't have a lot to report anyway, and usually you guys hear me fine without the mic, so we're good. We did get to compete in the firefighter competition in Southport last weekend, and everybody did a great job. It was very hot, but we had a great time, and we appreciate getting to do that. The budget was approved by the county, so our budget did stand as is. We started our nighttime coverage last night. It was our first night of having coverage at the station, 24 hours, so we are very excited for that. And we are doing our open house on July 13th from 12 to 3. So we hope to see everybody there and everybody stop by and see the station. And as far as Miss Barbara, I would love to talk to her more, but we'll do that one-on-one. So
If you heard anything else about the light,
it is paid for. Everything's done. Paperwork signed. DOT is waiting on their side, but everything's been signed on our side, their side, and the contract's there. And money's been sent. So we're just waiting any day, hopefully. So, all right. Thank you, guys.
thank you. Planning board.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. She actually was not gonna be able to make it tonight and asked me to, kind of give you just a chat of a report. And I apologize because I'm not ready. The planning board meeting last month was an informational meeting only. We were provided information by Nicole on the following agenda items. The extraterritorial planning jurisdictions, traffic impact analysis, center, the city center, the 50 Lakes development, the grocery store, and the community garden. And that's it.
Parks and Rec, advisory board.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, but.
No, what?
Hey, everybody, I'm Stacy Wood. I'm with the Parks and Rec Advisory Board. We really had a really brief meeting this last, for our June meeting. What we really discussed was putting some floating water rope at the swimming area where it drops off and some signage on the dock because there was some young people diving from the dock about shallow water. And I think that they're also going to work on some, putting some rubber mulch at Snyder's Park. It's been ordered. And of course, replacing the basketball goals. They were talking about maybe putting some trail cams so they can, are y'all hearing me?
Yes.
So they can see if it's just plain normal or if there's vandalism going on. And that was about it. It was a short meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Special events committee.
Good evening. The Special Events Committee is busy working on the Mayor's Cup, which will be on Saturday, August 10th. We do have a rain date this year for August 24th. Next week, we will be going around town and give the flyers out and also work on getting sponsors. We already have teams signing up and checks for sponsorship are being sent already to City Hall. This year, we did something different. We sent out thank you notes along with the flyer and the sponsor letter to the previous sponsors that were sent, that supported us last year. So we believe that is what prompted the early checks already. We tried something new and it's working. If anyone knows anybody who would like to be a sponsor, the T-signs are $100. The gold sponsorship this year is $400, which includes a golf and cart for $4. Please let us know. We just happen to have a form here. The course will supply the hot dogs this year, and we will do the chips. And all of this is included in the $60 registration. Our next event will be Saturday, October 26th, the Fall Festival. Thank you. Be safe this week. But on a personal note, I would like to thank Virgil and the Public Works, Parks and Rec, for clearing the routes at Spring Lakes so we can dance. Thank you.
Library Commission.
event in May went very well. Our committee members have been working away on all of our project list. And we have the grant committee looking for possible grants for the library. That's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And no report from the grants committee. Okay. All right, Mr. Manager.
Yes, sir.
So the first slide, as you can see, the city needs your input on future transportation projects. NCDOT is inviting public comment on the 2026-2035 State Transportation Improvement Program from now until July 17th. The STIP identifies construction funding and scheduling for state transportation projects. The survey is accessed online, but it cannot be taken on a cell phone. There's too much information there. Or you can go by some of the drop-in sessions. Please visit our website for the link for more information. City sewer project update. This is an enormous task that city staff has been working on diligently. We met with Brunswick County engineers to determine the remaining capacity of the existing sewer system in the 50 Lakes Corridor Basin. Staff will continue to work with the county to determine how much capacity remains and how much will be needed in the future for that particular basin. As you can see by the next photos, some of these photos are the Upper Lake Dam Spillway Sluice Gate has been installed, and one of the 5 Upper Lake Dam Spillway box culverts. So you can see these projects are moving along very rapidly. Also, you can see on the next slide, the North Lake Dam Spillway, the inlet steel work that is being done. That they're moving along really well on this project. I'm really pleased with it. I know that they're getting to work really early and probably disturbing some of you in the morning when they're doing their concrete pours, but it's a necessary evil with the heat that we're having during the day. So just bear with us. Some of the largest pours have already been conducted. I know some of y'all might have some concern that you're seeing some inactivity on Sanford Dam. Believe it or not, what that is we are in the quality control portion of those cutoff walls. We have a 3, 8, and 21-day test that has to be conducted. If that pour fails that test, it means it has to start the time clock all over. And I would rather them be thorough and make sure that this is done properly. So believe it or not, work is continuing. On this next set of slides, you'll see the North Lake Dam Spillway Inlet Cement Pour. That's one of the larger pours in that area. And then you can see the overview of the North Lake Dam Spillway Inlet Cement Pour. And if you'll take the time, we've got photos out in the lobby of some of the other activities that are going on. In the next slide, you'll see the Pine Lake Dam excavating material to the spillway subgrade, and then the Pine Lake Dam 60-foot pipe for spillway bypass canal. Not in my own slides tonight, but in my report, I'd like to fill you in. One of the big issues in the community has been concerning no-rise certificates for the docks that are extending out into the lake. And up until now, the residents have been told that each individual resident is going to have to do a no-rise certificate for their particular dock. Assistant City Manager Morgan and myself went to Raleigh to meet with FEMA representatives and Department of Public Safety. We were there with our consulting engineer to try to hammer out a path forward, how we could maybe save the residents some money and not everybody have to do an individual no-rise. The problem is like so many government agencies, they have identified a problem with no readily available solution. So they're wanting us to provide engineering plans to them, and if it is a model that they will accept, then we'll be good to go. So in consultation with our city engineer, we think we have come up with a model that will, and I can't say the exact numbers, but we're hoping it'll be anywhere from 2/3 to even the majority of the dock owners, that we're going to do some studies that will show that these docks are not creating any no-rise at all. so that these no-rise certificates will be a blanket for most of the docks that are extended into the lake right now. It would be a huge saving for the residents. Simply, we will have to charge a small fee for that, but that study's coming in at about $10,000 for the entire study as opposed to $6,000 per individual no-rise. I hope that all made sense to you. We're in the process of working out the scoping details on that right now, so at least it's a path forward. I will recommend to you that if you have a dock and you have debris left over from Hurricane Florence still laying in the lake bed, get it cleaned up, because we're going to get there and we're going to start cleaning it up. And if we have to clean it up, probably going to have to charge it. So please take note of that. That's really all I have for this evening.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, old business, resolution authorizing an additional 1-year extension of the contract for portable restroom service for the city of Bowling Spring Lakes.
So, in 2022, we entered into a contract with PVI Enterprise for our porta-johns, and we did a 2 1-year contract, and that was up. So I'm just asking for another year contract. They've been great with their service, quick to respond if we have any issues. So just asking for another year for porta potties.
Those things are expensive. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion.
I have a motion by Commissioner Loving. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Commissioner May. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, new business. Appointment of our new finance director.
Okay. As the Board of Commissioner members may already be aware, our current finance director will be leaving, and her last day is July 5th, 2024. Pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 159-24, all finance officers, including finance directors, shall be appointed by the local government and serve at the pleasure of the appointing board. There is no substantial finance impact as the finance director's salary is already included in the yearly budget. The city staff recommends the Board of Commissioners appoint Mr. Brandon Stevens as the city's new finance director. And Brandon, if you'd stand up, I'm super excited to have Brandon on board. He has a wealth of municipal accounting experience. He's going to be a tremendous asset to the city. So please take a moment and welcome Brandon to the city of BSL. Thank you, Brandon.
You can either do a motion or consensus.
Also, second, we need a motion to appoint Brandon Stevens as the new vice president.
Motion by Commissioner Sherwood. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Commissioner May. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. All right, Parks and Recreation bus pricing and vehicle information breakdown.
Hello, it's me again. So as you know, it's not about what we want, it's about what we need for Parks and Rec, and we need a bus that can hold more than 14 seniors at a time. And not just for the seniors, but also for our youth program. Currently right now for our summer camp program, we have 24 kids on the waiting list. And we have that many because we don't have any transportation to get those kids to all of our fun things that we do. So I'm asking you to let me know if we can move forward with the purchase of the bus so we can get that going. Only 2 of the gas buses came in under, and I thought it was 175. That says 170, but I thought it was 175. And we do have that $10,000 donation, but none of the diesel buses came in under budget. Those are very expensive. So just wanted to know how to move forward so we can get a bus so we can provide more programs for our community.
Did you look them over? The only thing I had a question about was the Tesco van. Did they have leather or vinyl or cloth seating? I didn't see it anywhere. This gray painted vinyl driver area, gray painted vinyl ceiling, sidewalls, and rear walls. And that one has a backup camera.
Are you talking about the gas or diesel?
Diesel, these 2 won't diesel.
I guess that's where we have to decide
Yeah.
first, I guess.
Well,
if
besides
we're gonna
that, it
do-
kind of narrows it down a lot, actually.
Exactly.
It actually narrows it down to the Tesco van.
If, and the bad thing is if you go gas, I mean, 6, 7, 8 miles to the gallon, I mean, it's gonna cost us, and the gas engines will not last on the long haul. I mean, if you're gonna make a big investment, make a wise investment, that'll, in the long run, save us money. And I know it's over what we had looked at, but to me personally, I think the gas engine is not the way to go. I think it'll cost us.
I agree. I mean, I'm totally in agreement with that.
So the cheapest diesel one that we found was $193,000 basically, with Tesco.
25 passengers with 2 wheelchairs, so we are going ADA now. Being able to transport people that are in wheelchairs, which is nice.
And this one would be vinyl seating. The diesel one is vinyl seating.
Okay, gotcha. Easier to clean.
Exactly.
And then 192, that's not counting the 10,000 down, so it'd actually be 182.
Correct. Because we're gracious enough to get a $10,000 donation.
Yeah, we were very gracious to one of the citizens in community center who since passed away. His family donated $10,000 to the community center for a van. Very sweet.
Did you ask each one of them, their buses, are they made by one manufacturer or they?
Well, I think it says on most of them, because you were looking for Ford, right?
Well, we were looking at, make sure, because I can tell you on the one, the Starcraft, they're made by 2 manufacturers, and they're so hard to get somebody to work on those. So I might as well cross that one out.
Yeah, that one's out. This
one.
Yeah, and then Carpenter, because it's gas, so that one's out.
Yeah, Carpenter doesn't do diesel.
And
This
Caroline
one's got the
Thomas is,
6.7 power stroke.
Yeah, the Tesco.
Yeah.
and Caroline Thomas is
$150,000. That's $250,000.
that one out.
That has all the bells and whistles though.
What's that? Do we know that's their bottom line price?
Mm-hmm. For the diesel, yeah. So if we narrow it down, that leaves us with the Tesco.
Yeah.
Which is the 192. 268.
Oh, one of them had a little, that they could install a microphone up front so you can like, stand there and make announcements. But
Most buses have that anyways, like big passenger buses like this. If not, we'll buy a microphone.
So
So
how
you go down
much-
trips and me know I like my microphones.
megaphone.
It's definitely, again, like I said when I first got up here, it's something that we need, not that we want. We need to have more transportation for our community.
So we're 13,000 out?
Yeah, 12.
Well, we got 175 and 10. So it's 185, correct?
Correct.
Well, it was
Really?
the 175 including the 10,000 originally or no?
I thought it was capped at 175 and then the $10,000 donation was going to be the down payment.
That makes it 185, correct?
That we have, yeah, because we put aside 170.
No.
I thought the max that you had said we could go was 175.
For the
With-
city. But
with-
if they have a $10,000 donation, that's over.
That's not how I understood it, but
So the way you understood it was 175 including, it is including.
175, I thought 175 was the max price for the vehicle. We would have $10,000 down, we would be financing 165.
So then we're 22-ish, or 17, 18, 17, 18. Yeah, just trying to think about it.
When could they deliver if we were to move forward?
Well, these are brand new buses, so I'm not sure with this company, how far out, I'd have to go back and look at my emails, how far out in the bus to us.
Delivery 180 to 210 days.
Is that what it says on here?
Yeah, so it's 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Well, it's for sure we can't go with the
Right.
Thomas. I mean, that's just not even in the scope of things. I mean, it's not gonna solve your immediate need.
Yeah, see, that's where I was thinking.
Yes. Well, I don't think any of them are gonna have it next week.
No, not unless we wanted to use one, and I really don't want to purchase a used one. I'd rather have something brand new.
No, we don't wanna do that either.
You're looking at 17.
Probably have it by winter time, around winter.
I mean, honestly,
Spring.
is that something that's doable?
Suzanne, would you like to weigh in on that?
It would eat up more of the difference between the, what we were gonna put in the capital reserve versus paying for the bus. You know, because we're using the $87,000 to do both of those. And financing the bus at 175 with the $10,000 down was gonna be $40,000 a year for 5 years. I would say this would increase it. I don't know how much it would increase the payments.
How long would it take? Could we rework those figures tomorrow and let's send an email and figure out where we're at with that?
Yeah.
Because if it's $40,000 a year compared to 42,000, whatever that number is, if it's minimal, I say let's move forward with it.
Can we?
Well, it's easy to figure out. 5 years, $17,000, you're talking about 4,000. Interest and everything, about $4,000 more a year in payment. So you're talking instead of 40, it's gonna be 44, so it's $4,000 a year difference. And that will cover it with some change.
Sarah, you got page 79 there.
Page 79?
Page 79, yeah, of the.
Okay, I found this on the web, so go to page 79, check it out.
My phone. I didn't say, but
Somebody didn't listen when you said so.
I was on.
I don't have page.
At the bottom of page 79, it says, this quote is based on Tesco order stock GL 122849, which is this bus. These units are projected to complete in mid-August 2024.
But that's gas.
What is that, guys?
That's
Oh, never mind.
I just really don't think we want to do the gas thing.
Can we get the numbers reworked and?
We need to move forward with this. Get it ordered.
I mean, if you wait another month, then it's another month out. I mean,
Get it last.
Sooner the better.
quote's good till
Well, then the quotes might go up.
7 days.
All right, I mean, that's what I wanna know.
Yeah, the quote's good for 7 days. I mean, it's less than $4,000 more a year.
I mean,
Overall.
you made a good point. I mean, it's not gonna get cheaper for all intents and purposes.
No, nothing's getting cheaper anywhere.
I'll motion that we go ahead with the Tesco van diesel, and just, let us know what the rework numbers are, but that's what we'll think about.
We'll have to figure out a way to do it. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, the opportunities outweigh the
yeah.
waiting, so.
27, yeah, just bring in a lot of revenue too.
All right, have a motion. Have a second.
I got a second.
Second by Commissioner May. Only thing I would say is wait to order it till the numbers are worked out. To make sure all's good. But you'll go ahead and have our motion to move forward if it works out. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you. You won't regret it, I promise.
We all need it.
All right. Traffic enforcement for designated truck routes.
Mary, before Commissioner, slide it that way, I think I can slide it up. So there's been a growing concern by citizens and staff regarding commercial motor vehicles on the detour and the damage they're doing to our secondary streets within the detour. Knowing these concerns, myself and staff met and discussed how to move forward with that. We spoke about adding signage to designated streets that would main access points to the detour. After further consideration, myself and Ms. Nicole spoke about there needs to be some collaboration between us and DOT because we're essentially routing these trucks on the DOT roadways. So I feel like there needs to be some discussion with DOT how to proceed the best way forward. With that, I think there was some discussion about fines and how to maybe double the fines depending on, the penalties. So whatever the penalties that are written within our ordinance is what they are. If you guys want to change those penalties, it has to go before the board and be voted on. So I think that our ordinance needs to be looked, section 15 needs to be looked at and possibly modified to change the wording on how we proceed with commercial motor vehicles, because as of now, it only designates Alton Minden Road and 50 Lakes Drive as no truck routes if they exceed 15 tons. So, but it does allow me as the chief of police to add signage throughout the city as designated by the board. The staff recommendations that we consult with North Carolina DOT, once we decide where those truck routes are designated, then we would put the signage up, but that comes with the cost of the signage and other financial impact if we associate with an engineering firm, how to move forward with DOT. Ms. Nicole, do you have anything to add?
I do. So, yes, we would have to coordinate with DOT if we were going to reroute, because we would be rerouting two state roads. So, and I think your only available options are going to be 87 to Funston or rerouting 133 to Funston. Either way it goes, they'd have to come in on the other end of East Boiling Springs. And we certainly couldn't keep the trucks that are making deliveries on those roads off those roads. DOT did say it wouldn't be too big of a deal to look at a plan. They don't need anything super crazy, but they do want to see the routes we would be detouring, and we would have to install the signage on their roads, and they would have to approve that. Another thing, just to make you aware, something that we have started a process here for any building permits that are being issued for big structures, manufactured homes, sheds, swimming pools. They're actually required now to coordinate that delivery with us. So we have a form, they fill it out, what time, what day, chief's made aware, and they have to coordinate that with the police department so that there is an officer ahead of them on the other side of the detour. And that's already actually been starting to happen, and I think it's working very smoothly.
Nicole, are we going out before the project starts and looking at the area then after the project is finished to make sure there's no damage that any of the vehicles have been doing while that project's going on?
To the particular road?
Yeah.
So the planning department, the zoning department doesn't, but I can certainly coordinate that with Public Works, and we can certainly start looking at right in front of, see, it'd be really hard to tell what truck caused what damage on these detour roads. And I think that's going to be the bigger problem with trying to enforce a detour, because you'd have to still allow them if they're making deliveries. But who's going to be here to enforce that, pull them over? Where are we going to pull them over on these roads?
My biggest thing is if you got a contractor doing a project and they're backing over and back and forwards and they bust off the shoulder part of the road, the contractor should be responsible for repairing that road back. And if we're not checking before and afterwards, then it's left on the city to make those repairs.
Yes.
Well, the building inspections department, we used to, if we noticed,
Right.
Your trucks are causing this right here, you're building this house here, this was not like this when we
Yeah,
started.
where they're building.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Where
Okay.
they're
Yes.
building, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, and your building inspections department
That's what I
does
make sure.
know that.
And now that we're kind of coordinating the big buildings that are coming in, we can at least, with the police department and building inspections, we can actually be in front of them and behind them to take a look at any outside road damage they're doing.
All right, thank you.
We don't need to do anything, right, tonight?
Well, I'd like to weigh in and just for comment that, you know, we kind of briefly addressed this last meeting. I have access to the Gantt chart, which is the schedule of everything that's going on with this project. And, you know, I did give everyone fair warning that contingent on not running into any problems, bad weather, that sort of thing, East Bowling Spring Road is supposed to be paved by October 15th. So that detour, hopefully if everything goes well, and it is going well right now, hopefully all those nasty storms will go somewhere else. The East Bowling Spring Road should be open within about 105 days. And so the detour won't be in use at that point any longer.
That's good. That's real good.
And in my conversation with Sequoia, I've emphasized the fact that we don't want those pours coming in. There are some problems with the concrete coming in that, you know, they have a very limited amount of time to get here. The largest pour where they're going to be doing the most traveling on the detour have already taken place. Pine Lake's the last one to go. It'll be done in one morning. It'll be about 10 loads of concrete, and then the rest of it will be pretty small. You know, there shouldn't be a significant amount of heavy industrial truck traffic on those roads after that point.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Okay, we have one appointment to the ABC Board for a one-time 4-year term ending July 6, 2028. After July 2028, the term will be 3 years. There's 3 applicants, Thomas Guma, Ronald Cox, and Dwayne Redmond. Does anybody have a motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we reappoint Thomas Guma.
Second?
All right, have a motion by Commissioner May, second by Commissioner Sherwood. All in favor, say aye. 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 Okay. All right, 7 appointments to the Community Appearance Commission. Initial terms shall be staggered as follows: 3 members for 2-year terms, 2 members for 3-year terms, and 2 members for 4-year terms. After completion of each of the above terms, all terms will be 4 years, and there are 11 applicants. I'm not going to go through the list. I'll just ask if y'all have looked at these and anybody have any motions.
I have a motion for Jennifer Sorber for a 4-year term ending July 2nd, 2028.
I have a motion by Commissioner Lovin. Anybody's got a second?
She's on special events, isn't she?
Yes.
My thing was, we got so many people here wanting to, I'd like to give some other people opportunities since she's already on a board. I mean, that's my thought.
I feel that too, yes.
You know, it's,
Anybody have any?
I mean, we're getting more, as this city grows, we're getting more and more people that want opportunities to serve, and I want to let others. I'd like to make an appointment for Ayla Ashburn. And
2 or 3 years.
3-year.
We're gonna do it one at a time.
We gonna do one at a time or just do all?
I'll second the Ayla
Wait,
Ashburn.
Jennifer Silver got their second, correct,
Correct.
for a 4-year term? So Ayla Ashburn for a 3-year term.
All right, I have a motion by Commissioner May. I have a second by Commissioner Sherwood for Ayla Ashburn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, that's one.
I'm gonna motion for Kristen Skierkowitz,
All right,
Dawn Pierce. Let's say put her for 3.
3, which
Oh, is it
one?
them for 3?
Skierkowitz, I may have just slaughtered that name.
3 year or what?
3-year for her, and then Dawn Pierce for 3 years.
All right,
How many
only
more
got,
trees?
you only got 2-3 years.
3 years, so Dawn Pierce for 2 years.
for 2 years.
2 years. Ray Wiersham for 2 years.
Right, for 2.
Fusile Deneen. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Fusile.
Right.
Okay. And Carol Johnson and Deborah Burris.
Carol Johnson and.
For,
2-year terms. There was only 2 3-years, right?
There's 2 3-years, 2 4-years, and 3 2-years.
Oh, crap.
I need some 4s.
Okay, Deborah Burris, I'd like to, for a 4-year with Deborah Burris.
All right.
A second.
You got Carol Johnson and,
I think Ray Weirson for 4 years. He's a master gardener.
he's
to
on.
Ray, all right, so I want to make sure that I have all this correct. Because this is confusing. All right, so we have Jennifer Silver got no second. Dawn Pierce for
Dawn Pierce, we got her as 2
2
year.
years. Ada Ashburn for 3.
3.
Kristen Sturchowitz for 3. Deborah Burris for 4. Ray Warsheim for 4. And I need 2s.
The Carol Johnson for 2.
Carol
And
Johnson.
Deneen Fusile.
For 2.
I'm sorry, what was the last one, Kim?
Fuskill.
Fiscella,
Is that how it's pronounced?
Fiscella.
Fiscella.
and they're for 2, right?
Correct.
All right,
I got them written down. I'll give you a copy of
all right.
what we've just done.
I've got 7 members here.
Yeah, we got it.
Garbage.
All right.
All right, so let me just read it one more time. The Deneen Fasella for 2, Carol Johnson 2, Dawn Pierce 2, Ada Ashburn 3, Kristen Skirkowitz 3, Deborah Boers 4, Ray Weinstein 4.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
motioned that, we need it, Kim, right?
I motion.
And second?
Second.
Okay.
All right. I have 7 applicants. The motions, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. All right, Mayor and Commissioner reports. I'll start with you, Mr. Lovin.
I got nothing new other than just stay safe with the heat. That's all I've got right now.
Okay? Commissioner Mesh.
I just want to say it looks awesome out in our city, the lake bed, seeing lake bed again, knowing that a lake is coming on top of it soon. It's exciting, and I'm ready to see BSL restored.
Commissioner Sherwood.
Please fix the hole on East Bowling Spring at 87, coming into this road. There's a huge hole. I think sorry, I know it's DOT. Please write a letter to DOT to fix that road. And that's all I have really.
Okay, well, there's been a lot going on. We got a lot of discussions we're having about the city, and I know, two people reached out about restaurants, and I don't know where that's moved from there. But everybody sees the work that's going on at the lakes and are really getting thrilled about what's getting ready to happen. I've been on several phone calls with, Representative Miller, and talking to Representative Miller about certain things. And, I continue to have those discussions about the city and how we're moving forward. I went to the Sunny Point change of the officers today to the colonel who's coming in, and met him and talked to him. Met with the Foreign Affairs and the for North Carolina, one of their main guys, and he was aware of what we've been doing with the dams and the money we've received from the Department of Defense, and any help he said he could offer us, feel free to reach out to him. So that was a good meeting today with him. We continue to look at how we can move forward and get things coming more to our city. So I've been trying to make discussions with Food Line, trying to see if they're any interest in that. So it's just a slow process with the grocery stores because they want to see what's happening. So there's a lot going on. We'll keep you informed on everything we do, but the biggest thing is waiting for the road to open back up, which I'm thrilled they were so far ahead. So that's my report. Announcements. The next monthly meeting will be Tuesday, August 6th, 2024 at 6:30. This month's movie in the park will take place on Friday, July 12th, and Friday, July 26th at 7:30. Contact the community center for more information. This month's concerts at the lake will take place on Friday, July 19th at Spring Lake Park. Contact the community center for more information. The Mayor's Cup Tournament is scheduled for Saturday, August 10th, 2024. And that's all we have. Can I get a motion for us to go into closed session?
Make a motion, okay.
Second.
Either way.
I have a
I'll second
motion
that.
by Commissioner May, second by Commissioner Sherwood. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.